Alright, hello everybody, this is going to be a quick one, hopefully. I'm going to try Flak Cannon's armor and flak stuff, because usually I always live by the stunning and shredder, because it's amazing and it's like fire and forget sort of stuff. But I figured I'm going to give the other one a go. I'm going to keep it with damage though. An extra power cell is, or 3 extra power cells, which sounds pretty cool, isn't going to do much for us. Anti-Armour and explosive shrapnel. Go with munitions training. Open efficiency and yeah, I'll just leave it there. Doesn't really matter what we pick here, because we're just experimenting with the power. It's very rare that I go this far into flamethrower, but like I said, I'm gonna respect the character as soon as this video is done. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go with what we usually stick with: power. We're gonna do combat amp 3. And we're going to do, just because we can be inclined to get in our asses kicked, we'll go with Cyclic Mod. And what kind of, using the Ruzad Siphon, sure, why not, we'll keep it that way. Actually, you know what, there's more armor, because we want to experiment on the armored enemies as soon as possible. We're going to go with Outlaw. There we go. Let's see how this works out, if it works out at all.
Position. Enemies on the move. Be ready. I was born for this. Get down. Shields are down.
Well, that's our first problem. We can kill a flat cannon if we hit dead center with the flat cannon. Hit a Wraith. Hit an Addy. Kill an Addy if we hit dead center, but I vaguely hit an enemy, a raider, and he's at half health. Let's try hitting a raider dead center.
So much for my shields.
Yeah, that's a problem. We're doing more damage to armor. But it's not enough to justify using it. Okay, we need to find an armored target. Okay, here's an armored target. Okay, so we can one-shot an armored target. So that anti-armor spec is definitely showing its worth, but against organics and shielded enemies, I feel like the bleeding effect is a lot more valuable. I want to see how it fits against a Krogan. And if you see that, like the stunning, like the lack of stunning, allowed the sharpshooter to run away quite far. Which is a huge problem. Like, stunning just feels too valuable to have than the extra explosion and it really doesn't seem to do anything.
Just 3 hostiles remaining.
This guy dead center. Okay, so I actually killed him, but the extra explosion doesn't seem to do much. Okay, shielded target. We can fuck up this guy usually. Nah. Still leave him, and like I think the bleed effect, obviously, like if they do survive, the bleed effect takes care of the rest of them. Step up. That's a bit weird.
Nice job, Apex. Keep it going.
There's a lack of consistency with with this setup, the anti-armor and the extra flak.
Hostiles en route. Time to go. Cover your humps.
Okay, I want to see. Oh, there's a saboteur there actually.
Shields are down.
Okay, there's the Krogan.
Cover your humps.
Okay, so we're gonna fight most of these without any issue. It's have a go with the Krogan. There we are. So he can stun us. He does not even flinch at our thing. Out of the flat cannons. Wow, what the hell happened in here? Okay, get the fuck out of here.
There go my shields.
God, imagine thinking that rage could heal your health, regenerate your health. Fuck's sake. I killed a good amount of people and my health was just not budging. Seems a bit odd. So anti-armor doesn't do like it does one shot the it does one shot you know, the basic guys. As for Krogan, not so much. But then again, oh, I thought Shredder. Okay, I got these two mixed up. I thought Shredder was on rank 5 and Stunning was on. Okay, so if you had to choose between Stunning a Krogan, I mean, the stun. I think the 2 seconds of Stunning is too valuable to give up. The anti-armor. Hey, you got this, and I didn't have much trouble meleeing the guys either. So, and the Shredder finishes off organics. The extra shrapnel explosions, I didn't even notice a difference. If anything, it felt like my stuff felt weaker. Like anything that survives the initial blast would usually get taken care of by Shredder, which is 800 extra points of damage over time. This 50% extra shrapnel explosions, like shrapnel damage versus armor. Initial damage of shrapnel explosions, shrapnel damage. So yeah, not really feeling that. So like I said, this flat cannon is my favourite power of in the entire game. It's just a lot of fun. It's just on-demand staggers. It bleeds people. This is kind of reminds me of like the Batarian soldier from Mass Effect 3, which is my favourite class in that game. Ballistic blades was like an on-demand stagger that could like also bleed the targets. They would also detonate after a few seconds, but that's completely that's its own thing. And there's also incendiary grenades. I mean, you could build this guy kind of similar to the Batarian, with like the fire and forget sort of mentality and stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna go with this setup. This is how I usually build it. There we go, I've got an extra point left. Where do I put that? Weapon efficiency for armor and spare ammo clip. Yeah, that sounds good. But what about this one here? You know, shoot, melee, shoot. Could work, you know. We'll put this in. So that's how I build that. Anyway, that's the flat cannon. Hopefully you enjoyed this little video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.